Hello everyone. Today we'll be doing the turning point formula. So let's go back to the formula I was telling you about. So which is y is equals to ax minus p squared plus q. You have to understand the formula because one mistake is typed because of this negative inside. Yeah, you have to be careful. So now let's go. There's no electricity. So but we are learning. So our a is the constant, which is the number, a -1 to -100 or any number. Then the p there is the x value or the x coordinate of the turning point, and then the q is the y coordinate of the turning point. That's why in the three graphs there, I like to say in the q is the vertical or the horizontal shift, you see, which is the y. And then we continue. So for this one, like, we use these formulas to get determine the equation of the graph. So I'm gonna use the very same equation I used few days ago. Okay, so it's gonna be like this. F of x, given f of x is equals to ax squared plus bx plus c, and then it's like this, just the way I did it that time. And then here I have my 5/2 and -49/4, and I know what line is -6 on it. And then let's continue. They are now saying what to find the equation. Okay, so let's work. So now equation is to determine a, b, and c. So now I know what my p is equals to 5/2 and my q is equals to -49/4. I will continue now. So it will be y is equals to, okay, let me do an so my p is equals to 5/2 and my q is equals to -9/4. Now the reason why I'm saying my p it is 5/2, not -5/2, you have to be careful. If your value is negative, you put a positive. If your value is positive, you put a negative. So you have to be careful. So y is equals to ax minus p squared plus q, and then you say y is equals to ax, where there is p, you put what? Minus 5/2 squared minus 49/4. At which point? At -6. So it's gonna be 0 and -6. So where there is y, I'm gonna put -6. Where there is 0, I'm gonna put 0. So it's gonna be -6 is equals to, and then a. Now I'm trying to find a. So where there is x, I put 0 minus 5/2 close bracket squared minus 49/4, and then my calculator gives me 25/4 a, and then minus 49/4, and then it's -6. Then I'll do my maths. -6 plus 49/4 is equals to 25/4 a. Okay, so this side will get 25/4, and this side is also 25/4 a, and then I'll divide both sides by 25/4. Then my a is equals to 1. So since my a it is equals to 1, I will now say y is equals to ax minus p squared plus q. Okay, I hope I'm not fast. And then we continue. Where there is a, we put what? 1. So now we are trying to find the equation. So 1 x minus 5/2 squared minus 49/4. So now since it is like this, you can open it by saying y is equals to, it's 1 times this and like that. So we can solve it here like it is like this: x minus 5/2 x minus 5/2 is like that, difference of two squares. But when I do it, it's gonna be x squared minus 5x plus 25/4 minus 49 over 4. You can do it on your own because I'm just trying to save time. So this minus this is what? Minus 6. So it's gonna be y is equals to x squared minus 5x minus 6. So now I got my equation. So that's when I can say a is equals to 1, b is equals to -5, and then c is equals to -6. You can get your 6 marks or 5 marks. It depends. When you use this formula, y is equals to ax minus p squared plus q, you must be careful. If your value for the if your x coordinate for the turning point is positive, you say minus. If your value for the turning point is negative, you put positive. You see, so you just have to get used to those type of questions, and then you do this. After this step, you put your y value, and then you do your maths there. You get your a. After getting your a, you put your a there, and then multiply everything by the value of a, and then you get your values. Okay, so now let's use the other method, which is the x-intercept formula. So the x-intercept formula. Okay, so let's work it. So the x-intercept formula, it is y is equals to a x minus x 1 x minus x 2. That's how it is. Okay, and then whereby x1 and x2 are the x-intercepts, and then a is the constant. x1 x2 is the what? X-intercepts. Okay, we continue. So given the same thing, f of x is equals to ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, so now we are also given the very same thing. So since you are using the x-intercept formula, we will be now provided with the what? X-intercept formula. So this is my -6, -1, 6, and then this is the turning point. But this right now we don't need it because we are now using the x-intercept formula. So you're gonna write it y is equals to ax minus x1 x minus x2, and then x1 is equals to -1, and then my x2 is equals to 6. x1 x2, these are the x-intercepts in this graph, as you can see there. And then let's substitute. Okay, oh see, it's 6, sorry, it's 6. So let's substitute now and find the value of a. So it's going to be y is equals to a x minus 1, which is x plus 1, and then x minus 6, and then it's going to be a x plus 1 x minus 6. Okay, at which point 0 and -6. So where there is x, you put 0. Where there is y, you put -6. Minus 6 is equals to a 0 plus 1 0 minus 6. And then what do you do? It is 1 times -6, which is what? -6a, -6 divided both sides by -6, you get what? A is +1. Yabona manje seyahlangana manje. I'm gonna fill in sheet here. So let's go. Y it is equals to, I'm gonna continue from here. Y is equals to, it's 1, and so 1 times everything is the same. So x plus 1 x minus 6, and then I expand. X times x squared, x times -6 is -6x, x times 1 is plus x, and then 1 times -6 is what? -6, and then x squared, -6 plus x is what? -5x, and then minus 6. Yeah, but it's the same. So my a is equals to 1, b is equals to -5, c is equals to -6. You are done. So I believe and I hope this one is much simple, because you just put your x. If they didn't provide you with the x-intercept, you have to, there must be a way for you to get the x-intercept. You use the x-intercept value, you get the value of a. After getting the value of a, you continue from this step, and then find your what, your equation. And this one is much simpler. Yeah, but so I hope you will enjoy the video and you understood, guys. So I'm done with the parabola right now. Yeah, I'm done. So now I'm gonna move on to the hyperbolic graph. So you'll find it there. You'll find it. So thank you, guys. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoy.